Remnants of an old bridge. I'm standing on the other half. Beautiful. Alright, so unfortunately I missed the opportunity to get off the road to visit Beauty Creek and Stanley Falls. There was just no warning, and doing 90 on the highway and driving this thing, I couldn't exactly, slam on the brakes and try and fit this thing in a very small parking lot, what appeared to be a small parking lot anyways. Now that being said, I traveled along the highway a little bit and I see a sign for Poboktan, and there's a sign for a hiking trail. So I missed one turn in, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a warden station, for lack of a better term. There are no wardens here. I just saw a sign. But I do see a hiking trail and it's marked. So I'm going to get out of the car and do some exploring, and I'm going to take you with me. How's that? Beauty. And I think this time I'm going to filter some mountain water because I'm trying a couple liters and I'm thirsty. Yeah, good idea. Remnants of an old paddock. There's a gate in there and obvious place for keeping horses. Remnants of an old bridge. I'm standing on the other half. So apparently this particular trail goes to a number of campgrounds, waterfalls included, and it goes as far as the Malign Pass junction as well. Now I don't intend to hike the entire trail here, but just wanted to explore a little bit. See more of the river. That's a nice shot. Water was nice and cold. Absolutely beautiful day here. It's almost 1 o'clock, I think, right around 1 o'clock. Filled up a couple liters of water from the river. Filtering, of course, as you saw. Always, 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 always filter or find a way to purify your water before drinking, regardless of the source. Look at this. Nice little hill. Got a few bugs around, but nothing major. These cute little flowers. Like, the path does definitely look like it's well used. Although a couple of the buildings at the warden site look a little in need of repair. Alright folks, I'm starting to get further away from the river and further away from the safety of my vehicle. Just see some tracks, but I think they're just pooch. Maybe deer. And the bugs are getting worse. So before I get really cheesed off with the bugs, I'm gonna head back and hit the highway again. Take a look at what the next destination is going to be on our way to Jasper, because we also have to be a little mindful about the number of kilometers that I'm putting on the vehicle. The base package itself comes with 100 kilometers per day, and the way I figured, I didn't buy any additional kilometers just simply because I was kind of like planning on staying in one spot for a couple days at a time. And I think right now I'm sitting at around 700 kilometers, give or take, but that also included some back and forth around Drumheller. So yeah, I just have to be a little cautious and a bit more conservative with my traveling with the vehicle. Additional kilometers I think were 41 cents a kilometer, so not drastic by any means, but that could very quickly add up if I don't watch what I'm doing, where I'm going. All right, folks, I've bored you long enough on this particular rant. I'm gonna head back now and check in a little bit later. Till then. Ranger or warden station. You can see the gate and the paddock. Would have been really cute if they had horses here, but... And of course, a really nice view. So you wouldn't have been able to hear me over the noise of the falls, but that's Sunwapta Falls, and one hell of a canyon, which continues. Yeah. How bloody cool is that? So there are the lower falls. And if you saw that whirlpool effect from just a little earlier, you can actually see how it's rounded out in a couple of places. It's been at this for a very, very, very long time. Like the really big ones are down there, but you even see some smaller ones up top here as well. Maybe here. Unreal. That's as close as I can get, folks. Everything's all fenced off. What a sight. I was mistaken earlier. On the other side of that gorge is not the lower falls. I am on the trail to the lower falls. I think it's about 2.3 kilometers if I remember correctly. Might be mistaken. So it's a very nice gentle decline towards the lower falls. The path is fairly easygoing, but there's lots of tree roots and whatnot, so I'll give you a little taste here. So very typical of what I've been hiking for the last little bit. So pretty easygoing. You'll notice I do have my pack on. It's got hardly anything in it, but figured I'd rather have my hands free and be able to carry a bottle of water and my water filter just in case, first aid kit, stuff like that. But due to the popularity of this site, I didn't think that bear issues would be too much of a concern, so I left my bear spray at the RV. So far so good. But the trail definitely follows the gorge, and you can really hear the river and the rapids next to me, and there's a significant volume of water. It's unreal. It might be coming up to, you get just like little snippets of the water, and not very much, but I think, yeah, got a viewpoint coming up here and can show you what it looks like. There we are. Beautiful. Now I see more trails, so I'm not sure, and I won't say that these are the lower falls, but wow. At the end of the railed off section of trail, you can see that there's still a path that continues into the trees, or through the trees anyways. It just continually goes a little bit further down, a little bit further down, and you have a few places where you can get down to the water, but some of them are pretty steep embankment, so if you don't have your trekking poles, or if you're a little unsure of your knees or whatever else, then you might want to just keep on going until you can find a decent place where you can descend, such as where I found here. Now, ain't this pretty? Nice, eh, guys? Still no bears. Just bugs. Would have been cool to see a bear off into the distance, but nah, not yet. Here's hoping though. On the flip side, I'm getting a pretty decent tan. Anyways, I'm gonna chill out here for a little bit, have a snack, have some water, fill up with water, as kind of murky as this water is still. But I'd rather have a full bottle on the ascent back up to the vehicle. And we'll see what the restaurant has to offer at some Sunwapta Falls Resort. There's also a restaurant there as well. So I've also recorded this hike in all trails, so I'll have to edit it just a little bit to show, because I didn't start until afterwards, but I'll edit that and put that into the video description here as well, so you have an idea as to where I am and how far I went. All right, guys, so without any further ado, I'm gonna sign off for now and enjoy this beautiful scenery. Till then.